Thank you for joining us today for our webinar on Automotive Ethernet Solutions with CMIO's Justin Liu. Justin Liu is the Global Projects Manager for CMIO's Automotive team. He holds experience in sales, marketing, and manufacturing.
Hello, everyone. This is Justin Liu, and I represent CMIO business units to present today's topics, automotive Ethernet solutions. And I'm the global project manager responsible for answer the inquiries from Global's region. So let's take a look on the presentation. And as you can see, from the beginning, I want to show why we go into this topic. Because as you can see from the automotive's evolutions, in the 1980s, our cars very simple, only have simple circuits and also have limited cable assembly. So in that periods, we don't need so much connectors. But going to 1890s, we have more and more the control units appears on the automotive. So there is increasing connectors to be required. But today's our card is very big computers. They have many systems and control units in it. So it's the interconnection and intra-connection become more and more important. So that's why the markets are seek for more and more connectors. And also the communication become more and more demanding and high speed required. So our Ethernet solution can resolve those kind of requirements to fit in the customer developing markets. And in short, for our BU, we have 3 versions of Ethernet solutions. For the from the first versions called NetBridge, and the second version we call it NetBridge Plus. Those two are the brand names and also our Amphenol's designed interface. But going to the third versions of Ethernet, we have the brand VNet, and this is compatible with market competitors, Rosenberg's HMTD's interface, so it can be easily to choose from those 3 versions. And from the dimension, as you can see, the NetBridge is a little bit bigger and flat. But from to the second versions of Ethernet, so we improve to develop them into miniatures and waterproof to fit in the customer requirements. And the latest one, the VNet series, just like I said, we are targeting the market competitors' demands. So this kind of product can be fit in close to the competitors' products. And this kind of Ethernet solution, we can put it into the camera system, the ADAS, and the autonomous driving. And right now, the customer is on the L4, level 4 autonomous driving. And also, this kind of high-speed transmission can be used in high-resolution display, and also the infotainment. Okay, so those 3 kinds of series products, just like I said, they have different features, and they can equip with different cables series. So if they equip with UTP kind of cables, they can support the transmission speed up to 100 megabits. But if you equip SDP type of cables, those transmission speed can support up to 1 gigabit to 10 gigabits. So for the first version, we only developed on seal versions, which means this is not waterproof. But for the cameras or for the ADAS applications, we recommend to use waterproof versions. So you must choose the NetBridge Plus or NetNet. And for the customer which already use Rosenberger's HMTD interface, we recommended them to choose VNet. And this is the technical information of our Ethernet series products. So you can refer to the materials, the mechanical performance, the electronic performance, also the applied environment. So those temperature range can fit into US Car 2 and also can be fit into LV 214. For the communication standards, those Ethernet solutions are follow IEEE. And for the applications, you can use Ethernet solution into BCU, ZCU, LiDAR, radars, and also camera system. So if you are interested in finding out the technical standard, you can look into the US Card website to get the protocols and standards. So to be summarized, we have the 3 series of Ethernet solutions. If you are your customer are looking for sealed, which means a waterproof version, you must choose NetBridge Plus and VNet. And for if your customer requests higher speed up to 10 gigabits, you must choose the NetBridge Plus and VNet. But if your customer are already use HMTD interface, US Car HMTD interface, you can recommend and close to our VNet. And most European customers will request LV 214 standards. So in our series, only VNet product can fit it. And also we have locking systems available. So if your customer are looking for CPA or CCPA to be locked in the cables, we can do that. And for the coding system, we have a common ABCD codes and also the universal Z code. And if you are looking for other codes, you can consult us. We can discuss. And for the following 3 pages, I want to show you how type of product we have ready for each type of Ethernet solution series. So for the NetBridge Plus, we have right angle ones, and we have vertical types from 1x1 to 1x7. And they have flat configuration. So if your PCB board is have more space, you can choose this kind of economic solution. And also some customer will request the inline type connection, which means cable to cable connections. So yeah, we have develop some kind of inline type. If your customer will request this kind of product, you can consult us. And for the net bridge plus, we also have triangle and vertical type. For the triangle type, we have developed so many products in unsealed version and sealed version. So you can take into what you are looking for. And for also, we have an inline type of a solution in this series. And some customer will request hybrid ones, which means they require the Ethernet port plus the power pin port or signal pin port. And in this case, we have developed some kind of power pin hybrid. Then that one is 1x1 plus 6, which means this kind of design have 6 power pin port. And for our latest VNet product series, we have more developed products in unsealed versions. But for the sealed version, we still have 2 types. You can choose from the 1x1 triangle or 2x2 triangle. And also in this type of products, we have hybrid requirements from customer. So we also develop a 1x1 plus 6 type solution to the customer. And also you can consider inline cables in this series. Okay, so besides the product presentation, I want to briefly introduce what CMIO and what our automotive team do. And CMIO is belong to Amphenol Communication Solution Division, which means ACS Group. And also below the division, our BUs are belong to Commercial Product Group, and we are called the CMIO business units. So for CMIO, we have 3 production plants. Mainly, we produce our product in Shenzhen, Guangdong, but also we have Cochin plants in India. And for supporting United States business, we also have built our Mexicali plant last year. So it will support more and more demand from the United States. And this is our certifications for the production plants. Those are very important ones for the automotive industry. So today's Ethernet solutions presentation only covered part of our products, only covered the VNet connectors and also covered the NetBridge and NetBridge Plus connectors. But if you have customer looking for other products, you can consult us. Like we have a mini HS bridge, which is has a USB interface. And we also have CoolLink, HookahLink, which can support power charging and data transmission. And for the traditional display connection, we have a HSD solution. So if your customer are looking for the below application scenarios, you can consult us for more products support. Okay, I end my presentation. Thank you for joining the webinars. Thank you.
We will now open up our Q&A session. Today's session is supported by Eric Fink, National Distribution Sales Manager. Thank you for joining us today, Eric.
Hey, everybody. How you doing? Thanks for having me, Greta.
Of course. Now, I do have a question for you already. What is the difference between UTP and STP?
Really, the difference is just in the cable wire type, right? So UTP, that stands for unshielded twisted pair. And then the STP, that actually stands for shielded twisted pair. And it would really depend on the speeds you're looking for, right? So if you're only looking for 100 megabit, you would go with the UTP wire type. And then if you're looking to get up to that 10 gig speed, you would go with the STP or the shielded twisted pair.
Thank you, Eric. And in what situations would you use inline?
An inline connection would be, if you've got an application where, I guess, for example, you'd say you kind of use it like an extension cord, right? So if you've got an application where you kind of need some different lengths, need to reach different areas, you would use the inline connection to make that, that wire-to-wire connection, where you can have different cable lengths to kind of make that connection together. So that's probably the most common application or use of an inline.
Thank you. And regarding CMIO's automotive product portfolio, what is the difference between NetBridge Plus and VNet?
They both can support 10 gig speeds, right? So that's an important one. If you're really looking at the big differences and why you choose one or the other, so NetBridge Plus, it's a little smaller than VNet, right? We have more options. If you're looking for a sealed connector, we have way more options in the NetBridge Plus. Besides it being smaller, more options in the sealed product. But if your customer is really looking for either US car or that LV214 shock and vibe standard, or if you're looking to cross a Rosenberg part, right, that's when you'd want to steer towards the VNet product. So those are really the biggest differences.
Great, thank you, Eric. And can you give an example of an application scenario for NetBridge?
NetBridge would be it. I guess I look at NetBridge as kind of being a very economical choice between, going with NetBridge Plus or VNet. With NetBridge, it only will go up to the 1 gig or the 100 megabit. So if your customer does not need those higher speeds, right, it's a little bit flatter on the board. It's a little bit, it's the profile height is smaller. But again, if you don't need those speeds, it really is kind of the competitive cost choice, right? So if cost is a major concern and they don't need that 10 gig speed, you can kind of steer them towards NetBridge, I would say. So that would be the best scenario.
Amazing. Thank you for your support and time today, Eric.
Sure, no problem. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Of course, yeah, thank you. Now that is all that we have for you today. Thank you for joining our webinar on Automotive Ethernet Solutions with Amphenol Communication Solutions CMIO, Justin Liu.